I'm Yishuang from HarbinMandarin.com. Welcome to the second lesson in my Chinese pronunciation using Pinyin series. In the first lesson, I gave an introduction to Pinyin as well as the components that make up a Pinyin word. If you are new to Pinyin and haven't seen lesson 1, please watch that first. In lesson 1, we learned that a Pinyin word is made up of a tone, an optional initial consonant sound, and a final vowel or vowel plus consonant sound. In this lesson, I'm going to cover the pronunciation of the 6 simple finals. The simple finals are the basic vowel sounds: a, wo, yi, wu, and yu. I'll cover the pronunciation of each simple final. We'll start with a. A is pronounced like the A in father. A. You should open your mouth wide and have your tongue relaxed and flat along the bottom of your mouth, like if you were visiting the doctor and going ah. Please repeat after me. Ah. 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 Let's take a look at some Chinese words that use the final a. If we use the initial m and the first tone, the high level tone, we get the word ma, which means mom or mother. Please repeat after me. Ma. Ma. Let's build another word with the final a. If I add the initial l and the fourth tone, the falling tone, I get the word la, which means spicy. La. La. And now, if I replace the initial l with d, I get the word da, which means big. Da. Da. Next, we will go over the pronunciation for the simple final wo. The simple final wo is pronounced like the O in oil, but it starts with a short U sound. Wo. Please repeat after me. Wo. 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 Let's have a look at some words that use the final wo. If I add the initial f and the second tone, the rising tone, I get the word fo, which means Buddha. Please don't forget to pronounce the short U sound. Fo. Fo. If I use the initial m instead and the first tone, I get the word mo, which means touch. Again, please remember to pronounce the short U sound. Mo. Mo. Switching to the initial p and the fourth tone, we get the word po, which means damaged. Po. Po. Next, we will go over the simple final e. The e in Pinyin sounds similar to the a in ago. You have to pull in your diaphragm to make this sound correctly. Imagine that you're smiling and someone hits you in your stomach. This is the sound that you would probably make. Please repeat after me. If you remember from lesson 1, having an initial is optional. If you pronounce the simple final with the fourth tone, you get the Chinese word for hungry. Adding the initial h and the first tone, we get the word he, which means drink. He. He. And using the initial g, we get ge, which means older brother. Ge. Ge. Next is the simple final e. The simple final e is pronounced like the double e in the word see. You should smile when you pronounce it, with the tip of your tongue touching the back of your lower teeth. E, E, E. Adding the initial n and the third tone, the falling rising tone, we get the word 你, which means you. 你, 你. Switching to the initial t and the first tone, we get p, which means kick. P, P. And if I use the initial l and the second tone, the rising tone, we get the word 梨, which means pear. 梨, 梨. Please note that there is a set of syllables where the simple final e is silent. In the 7 syllables z, c, s, zh, ch, sh, and r, the e is silent, and only the initial consonant sound is pronounced. This is why sh to be is pronounced sh instead of she, and ch to eat is pronounced ch instead of chi. This only happens with these 7 syllables, and I'll cover how to pronounce each of these in detail when I teach these initial sounds. Next is the simple final u. The simple final u is pronounced like the double o in the word food, but you should round your lips and raise your tongue to the middle of your mouth when you pronounce it. U, u, u. Adding the initial h and the third tone, the falling rising tone, we get the word 虎, which means tiger. 虎, 虎. Switching to the initial k and the first tone, we get 哭, which means cry. Oh, this poor child. Please repeat after me. 哭, 哭. And if I use the initial l and the fourth tone, I get the word 路, which means road. 路, 路. The last simple final is yu, u with an umlaut. This sound does not exist in English. To make this sound, start off saying the simple final e, and make sure that the tip of your tongue is touching the back of your lower teeth. Then, while you are saying e, round your lips as if you were going to whistle, and you will start making the u sound. E, e, e. Practice this a few times and you will learn how to go directly to making the u sound. Please repeat after me. U, u, u. Adding the initial l and the fourth tone, we get the word 绿, which means green. 绿, 绿. If we change the tone to the second tone, we get 驴, which means donkey. 驴, 驴. And if we use the initial n and the third tone, we get 女, which means female. 女, 女. Okay, that covers the pronunciation of the 6 basic finals. Let's check your pronunciation by having a quiz. How do you pronounce this word, which means horse? That's right. Horse is 马. 马. How do you say Buddha in Chinese? Correct. Buddha is 佛. 佛. How do you say goose? That's right. Goose is 鹅. 鹅. How do you say rice? Exactly. Rice is 米 米 How do you say eat? This is pronounced 吃. Did you get that correct? Remember that with the 7 syllables 滋, 呲, 丝, 知, 吃, 诗, and 日, the E is silent, and only the initial consonant sound is pronounced. So this is pronounced 吃 instead of 七. How do you say bitter? Very good. Bitter is 苦 苦. How do you say donkey? That's right. Donkey is 驴 驴. Before ending this lesson, I would like to take some time to thank Luisa from Italy, Alison from Malta, and Leonard from Australia for supporting Harbin Mandarin. Thank you all so much. 谢谢你们. If you would like to make a contribution to support my YouTube channel, please click the link at the end of this video. Okay, that's all for this lesson. I hope you have found this lesson useful. Did you enjoy it? Please click like below and leave me a comment. If you're interested in private Chinese lessons, please visit my website, harbinmandarin.com, and send me a message. I'll see you guys next time. 再见!